This, I guess this like totally makes sense and is a bummer, but also like I wasn't expecting it, and so I didn't know. I'm more disappointed because I just heard. But Telltale Games has officially pushed back The Wolf Among Us 2 into 2024. But again, I didn't even know it was coming out this year. Like I'm so like have no idea what's going on with this game.
Yeah.
It feels like the game came out, we all fell in love with it, they announce it, Telltale goes away, you're like, what's gonna happen? Then Telltale comes back, then they announce it, and you're like, what's happening? They're like, it's coming, and then no, it's not coming, and then yes, it is, and now it's delayed. And
then here's a new Telltale game in the meantime. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, can you work on the one that we want, actually?
Seriously.
And so they pushed it back. They said it's to avoid crunch, which to me feels like a very like, I don't know. I just don't like that they said that. But it says in an effort to avoid crunch and team burnout, as well as accommodate a move from Unreal Engine 4 to 5. I feel like it's more for the move from Unreal 4 to 5. I feel like there's crunch. What we learned about crunch is that some people don't do it well and some people do it well. It doesn't seem like there's never a place where it doesn't exist. And so crunch is not something that I'm overly obsessive about, but at the same time, I feel like everybody crunches, but don't crunch your people for months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let them know crunch is coming. Hey, we're about to push this thing across the finish line. We're going to be asking you guys about some late nights.
That's right.
And you'll get paid accordingly. But let's work hard and get this thing pushed across. But when they say they're moving it from Unreal Engine 4 to 5, which, again, I have no idea what that means. As far as work, does Unreal Engine have a save as upgrade?
right.
That's right. Save as, export as.
Export as new version.
That's right.
And so the CEO did say making games is difficult. The CEO of Telltale, making games is difficult, and they need time to be right. And it doesn't do any of us any good to ship something that's not ready.
Yeah.
I mean,
it just sounds like you put had a bunch of people write a sentence and you just put it in a hat and chose one because no freaking dirt.
We
know
right.
that. We know games are hard and it doesn't do anybody good to ship that it's not ready. We know that. But also we live in this like day one patch world where we kind of forgive that stuff comes out broken and as long as they patch it quick and, seemingly listen to the community. So I don't even remember what happened in the first one of these games at this point. Yeah. I'm going to need a majorly last time
recap or give us a game again. Yeah, play it again.
Yeah, you can play it again. They need to just go ahead and bundle it with game one.
I agree.
Yeah.
Are you guys still hyped about Wolf Among Us 2, or is it kind of waned now, or is it I guess I'll just play it when it gets here or whatever?
The first was so good. I'm just so wary of anything. Anytime there's a sequel to a game I love, to anything I loved, I get a little I hope it's good.
I know. Chris, what about you? I don't remember. Did we all play it?
I didn't even get past the demo on the first one. I was like, nah, I'm out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
Tim, do you remember anything about first?
I do remember some of it. I'd love to play it again. I've been excited for this for a while. Yes, take your time, blah, blah, blah. Pick that random sentence out of a hat, like you said. But yeah, it's such a huge gap. We need a bundle. We need something and maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe that is a part of it that's taking some time, is that they're not saying is, hey, we're going to rebundle this and have 1 and 2 available. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still excited for it.
I just think it's funny that they mentioned crunch because toward the end of Telltale, they were not doing crunch well. And
right.
It's funny that they even brought that up.
It's just a weird thing to leave with, I thought. But come on, man, just bring it out. Let's do this thing, and we can get it cracking.
I don't know. I even the Unreal 4 to 5, I think it's because they're working on the game that they've been the new game that they've been talking about. I think they're working on that. Doesn't that come out first? I don't know.
I don't know either. And I we need to get we need to get somebody back on the show that could kind of speak into like how hard is that? Right. It's not like you're moving from something different to Unreal Engine. I can understand the rebuild that would take.
Yeah.
But I wonder if you're going from 4 to 5, is that like super intensive, or is it like, I mean, we're going from two, the systems talk to each other,
right?
And it's just time consuming.
Yeah, probably.
But maybe the game's not right. There could be story beats. They're moving it into next year, and it's just March. Like, it's not like we're in August and they're like, hey, we're moving it to 2024. It sounds like, they're getting way out ahead of it. And we're like, we know we're only in the third month barely of 2023, but we're moving this to 2024. Yeah. And so, I get it. Everybody wants it to be right. And, I don't know where the money comes from. Gaming makes so much money. We talked about it a couple weeks ago about new jobs and just the stress that I would feel as the head of a company that's like, hey, we're going to sell a product in 5 years, and so we just need this money to float us for a while. Right. It's like, whoa, gosh, goodness gracious. Yep. Well, that sounds so stressful.
Yeah. It's also funny to hear them talk about how they don't want to release a game before, because it's like, Telltale, you're kind of known for releasing somewhat jank games.
That's right.
There's always some weirdness.
Yeah, it's like, go ahead and be who you are now.
Right. Claim it.
Release it with the same notes and flavors that we're used to.
Like, from your company. Jimmy. His one shoelace is always untied, but that's just Jimmy. That's just how
that's how Jimmy works. Yeah. It's always the new kid trying to tell Jimmy his shoes untied. Right. You're like, Carl. Don't worry
He's
about
aware.
it. Jimmy always
He's
got
aware.
that shoe untied.
He could tie it, and it'll be untied again within 2 seconds.
That's right. He knows. We know. His shoe knows.
We're moving on. So that's right.
Yeah.